South Africa, let's be honest here, right? Those that got time on their hands, you all have now become immigration officers, policemen, and now you'll also know how to run big companies, massive multi-million rand companies. You'll not run it. Couple months ago, you all couldn't even run a spaza shop. Now, you all are the minister.
It looks like the South African government itself is Afrophobic. Because your SAPS police, your South African police, we see them shaking hands with Pakela. That same Pakela that came out here to put that date there. So you want to say the 30th of June.
South Africa has a bad reputation worldwide, and it's affecting our income through these xenophobic engagements. We're burning down our house trying to chase away strangers. Let me give a simple analogy out of it. Imagine owning a company with 100 employees. Good service delivery, employees get paid well. But there's one employee that decides to treat a customer bad and that video goes viral. Everybody's going to believe that that company is.
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So I saw this video of the South African guy saying some South Africans have made their country to look worse in the world, like to look like a criminal country, a country where they commit crime and you go scot-free, nothing is being done to you. According to what is happening, South Africa is doomed. Guys, more problems are coming for South Africans. The white South Africans, the so-called colored, they are so upset with what is happening in South Africa. To be honest, now if you go on the internet, the image of South Africa that is being pinned to the wall is that South Africans are xenophobic. In fact, South Africans, their masters are white people. Whereas it's not like that. I saw their minister making a video saying, oh, when I saw Mchunu saying, oh, a German woman was standing before me, she's now our own. And this woman responded, oh, I live in Cape Town, so I am not. Imagine, guys, if you've not watched that video, check it on my YouTube channel. When Mchunu wanted to hug a German lady, the German lady said, oh, she says you're one of us, and this lady said, I live in Cape Town, so I'm not. It means Cape Town is another country. I'm for the whites, I'm not for the black. Guys, these people thought coming out to say we want Nigerians, we want Zimbabweans, we want Ghanaians, the world is going to praise them. The world is going to praise them. But instead, they are facing a lot of backlash. A lot of backlash. Because so far, it is not about illegal foreigners. They just want black people out of their country. So right now in South Africa, hoodlocks, is it hoodlock? Their immigration officers, thief are now immigration officers, drunkard are now immigration officers. This to tell you something about the country, a very lawless country. In as much as people will be insulting Nigeria, at least things like this don't happen in Nigeria now. The government of the police officers in Nigeria, they know what to do. But one thing for sure, the South African police, they are just there behind them, telling South African police will be telling immigrants, go back to your country, go back to your country. And then some of the, if you look at their mouth, they suck tongue. What do I mean by they suck? They do like this. People who, yes, they do. That's why most of their men, their mouths are like. I'm telling you, some of them know the truth. I've been in South Africa. Then some of them, right? One of their teeth is here, another one is this way.
Trash. Your reputation is mismanaged and is doing bad, and eventually the 99 employees are paying the price for that. There are two industries out of many that have been affected in this regard. Entertainment. We do know of artists that gigs got canceled in Africa simply because of these xenophobic engagements. Now you might say, well, we don't care. Have you thought of the fact that they have to pay their managers that manage their careers, and those managers have families to feed? Have you thought about the South African-owned airlines of which these artists fly in that pay the pilots and the crew members that is on it? What about the money going into South African banks? These service fees are paying hundreds of thousands of employees across the country. What about the producers? They get paid based on the fact that they can get more money to produce the songs that you guys are singing to. Tourism, that's also affected. 700 billion is spent in South Africa in that industry alone. 150 billion of that money comes from investors outside the country. That is contributing to nearly 1 million employees. That's 1 out of 18 employees are from this industry. Well, you say how? Restaurants, hotels, street vendors, township economies, township tourisms, that spending. Guys, we need to safeguard our reputations. If you think the 30th of June is going to come and jobs are suddenly going to appear, quite frankly, it's going to do the opposite to the economy. Simply because nobody trusts South Africans to work with them. Now, as I run for mayor, one of the few things I want to do is protect our reputation. We need these jobs. We need these investments. But how can we do it if we are engaging in destroying ourselves, hoping that it will benefit us today?
shouldn't be violent. The 30th of June, South Africans, don't take the law into your own hands. But you SAPS, South African Service Police, you are out here shaking hands with the same very guy who put that date there. You think we're stupid? They think we're stupid. Maybe this is the way things are supposed to flow in South Africa. Because if you don't, they'll continue to stay in this freaking corruption. Because you, Leon, you Minister of Home Affairs, it's the first time I see you on the field. Since this immigration crap, this is the first time I see Leon, the Minister of Home Affairs, in Durban, on the field to see with his own very eyes what the freaking hell is happening in KwaZulu-Natal. The truth of the matter here is, a lot of those Malawians were chased away from where they used to live to go and stay in that freaking displacement camp to await their repatriation. The truth of the matter here is this. You, Leon, you like to make things sound as if you're doing your job. But you're not. We're in this freaking mess because of you people in the freaking first place. You've been sleeping since you've been appointed there as the Minister of Home Affairs. It's your freaking fault that this immigration system, it's your fault that Cyril Ramaphosa keeps saying that it's corrupt. Aren't you the one in charge of assigning things now? You're the minister. Aren't you the one to come out here and check what's going on here, what's going on there? But since you heard this freaking march come out here, and then Leon wants to come out here and sound like he's doing his work. Leon wants to say crap like, we've just seized the truck that was bringing in powder worth 1 billion rand, $61 million. This was a work. We were on this for a long... Shut up. And now he's in KwaZulu-Natal wanting to talk about, we are doing our utmost best to make sure that we repatriate these people. There's over 7,000 Malawians here in KwaZulu-Natal. This is the process is going well. We're working with the Malawian government because some people here, they don't even have passports. And and someone had a grape case. And so that person cannot just leave. Leon, shut up, man. Why don't you talk about the Malawian women that are also giving birth there? Why don't you talk about the humanitarian part of this freaking mess that you people have allowed there? But they just want to hide and release certain freaking news out here. What you're actually doing is just making those freaking march people feel as if, you see, now they're handling these matters because we did this movement. We did this movement. So you, Leon, why are we only seeing you now when March is out here? That's the freaking conversation we can throw at you. That's the question we can throw at this South African government. Why are you now seizing this trucks full of powder? Why are you now suddenly talking about these Malawians that most of them don't have? Why are we finally hearing from you, freaking Leon, Minister of Home Affairs, only when Jacinta had to be Afrophobic? So it looks like they only respond to Afrophobia. Is March correct with this? Are those Zulu guys, those xenophobic behavior? It takes Afrophobic movements to get you to do your work. It's true. You have to give it to them like that. They, foreigners of good quality, investors, are allowed to ask questions in this manner. Yeah, you encouraged us to come and invest there. You can't be offended when we ask you that freaking question like that.
Of employment. and you know the funny part is, from world-class shop fitters, we have now become first-class shoplifters. The same hands you are used to install the shelves is the same hands you are using to clear the shelves. So, and you know the funny part is, we can't organize lights or power. We can't organize water. But for us to organize a looting session, 10 minutes, klar, the shop is, everything is gone from the shop. It looks like that's the only skill us as South Africans have perfected. You don't have water. You don't have power. But you know exactly who doesn't belong here. Hey, my brothers, my sisters, maybe we should start first that you don't belong in the shop that you are stealing from. So all I have to say is, let's start from our house first. Let's clean our house first before we start creating policies and becoming government officials. Okay?
I'm sorry, so the South Africans, you know, right? When you have a bad character, no matter how beautiful you are, people don't see the beauty because your character is your beauty. If you have a very beautiful character, even if you're not physically beautiful, people will tell you you're beautiful in and out. To be honest, because their character is disgusting. All they know is 30th June, 30th June, 30th June. What will happen 30th June? What will happen now? We keep asking them what will happen 30th June. They say all foreigners will go. Now all foreigners have gone. You people are there calling them back. This South Africans say, guys, to be honest, I don't know what's wrong with these people. They are just confused. They are confused. The food they stole, they want people to open their shops so that they can go back again and steal. their government is just a failed country, just failed country. They are almost 50%. That means 50% is employed, 50% unemployed. And I can't blame the government. This is, you don't expect the government to employ illiterate. You don't expect the government, even this that so-called leader Mchunu and the other one, the Komporomonka, they have not gone to school. They cannot even express themselves in English. They cannot. And they every time when they're being interviewed, yeah, the government can give us, all of us in this country, 1 million rand. What should work the money for you, my dear? You only want money, free money, free money, free money. Oh my God.